So since he did take advantage of me, I'm giving his name. And his name is Deshawn Mapp, Mapp, and I'm going to the front office and I'm reporting him. And I told him I was reporting him because when he started trying to cuss me out on the phone and started trying to yell at me, like he was intending, like he wanted to try to fight or something. And I just started telling him, like, look, dude, I'm a female. You ain't finna sit over here trying to argue with me because I wouldn't let you sexually abuse me. And so, I was like, I'm gonna have to just tell somebody my situation and report you, you know. And he was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. La la la. I said because this room is paid for. So if I have to leave this room, as y'all can see, he's not even here. He's not even here. He wasn't here last night, and he's got the key to the room. Left me in the room like, okay, yeah, you good, you straight. Talking about he was coming back, and the keys, he don't. He got the key to the room. So he expect me to just sit up in this room where I gotta go places and I got shit that I need to do. And then I don't even feel comfortable sitting in the room because they not coming back. And I ain't had food, you know, stuff like that. So, and I'm pregnant and y'all see how small I am. And so, I'm like, well, I ain't finna just be sitting up in the room and I don't know what the motive is of this man. You know, I already had got charged for hurting my child father. He was abusing me. So I'm capable of hurting anybody who abuses me very badly. You know, not to say I'm big and bad, but I'm not finna be sitting up just playing games with no grown man. I don't need to be charged for this, for anybody trying to hurt me. And I don't need to have to deal with no fake ass investigations where they know the setup. You know, they took my home and gave it to this white man that just got out of prison that was abusing me. And him and his Caucasian mother went in my house and stole everything out of my home, including my baby's birth certificates and my baby's social security card. Despite all the evidence, they kept me back there to make me lose my place, and then brought my son's birth certificate that they stole out of my home into Judge Tracy courtroom while I was still in jail on the criminal charges for protecting me and my son, and then gave my son to his Caucasian mother who called the police and was asking the police not to help me in my home when her son got out of prison and came into my home abusing me and my son. So now I'm in a position where I got all these black people that kiss up to white people that's more concerned about pleasing these white people by trying to hurt me instead of helping me for real so I can get back on my feet. They already have an agenda when I come to them for help. Oh, let's see what we can do to try to discredit her and hurry up and get her away from us because we don't want to be the backbone of Andrea Jones against these white people, and we know she's pregnant with that baby. And so, and there's a lot of jealousy involved. I mean, I'm very beautiful. And so a lot of people need me to be outside where I don't have nowhere to do my hair and my makeup and to be able to dress myself and clean. They want me outside because they was trying to say I was mentally insane. So that's why they needed me dirty with my hair all over my head. Also, they want to make me out to be a prostitute, so they leaving me outside of the shelters and stealing my ID and leaving me outside where men can come up to me and say they'll give me somewhere to stay the night and then have sex with me and force me to have sex. And with me not having any identification, there's nowhere out for me. And now I see why when I was at Marcus's home where my identification went missing, that I had the vision that I was in a movie, that my life was like the movie Hostel, where there were girls in another country and something was happening to the girls, and I got to do some research about it to see, because I seen the movie, but I didn't really pay attention to the plot. I need to go back and read the movie and pay attention to the plot and see how that can relate to my story in America as an African American woman in a country that's run by whites. So how this happened to me, I'm a victim, and I'm not even my bloodline, not even from here. So I do need to go and look at this movie or this plot for this movie. But anyway, so I told the man, he was on the phone arguing with me. So now this was just like 30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago. He was on the phone with me. He was just saying he was going to take me somewhere to the store. Because I told him I need to go somewhere. I was going to go on my own. I was not going to ask this man to take me anywhere. So basically, he said that he would take me to wait for him to get there and he would take me. So I was like, okay. Then when I called him about 2 or 3 hours later to ask him where he was, because I'm finna go and do what I need to do and I'm not gonna come back to this room because he's being hostile over the phone. He started cursing at me and he was using fighting words. Like, if you would have heard him talking to me like that, other males probably would have been like, calm down. But there's nobody around to hear these conversations of what these men are saying to me. And so basically, I left and I went to the store for a second and I came right back. It's a little liquor store at the corner and I went to get the stuff. And when I was riding with the other guy back to this hotel, I knew, I was like, this is a setup because he's dropping me back off with this guy and he used me for sex, making me think that he was going to give me a place to stay. And then he was like, are you angry? Are you angry? Do you got an attitude? Like he was going to try to pick a fight or feed off of the satanic sexual ritual abuse that they're doing to me. And so I'm a woman who, I'm very beautiful. I'm very comfortable in my skin. I'm very sexy. But anybody who have dated me will tell you Andrea is damn near like a virgin and she don't be having sex with people like that. So it's been very hard for me to be coming into my own as a woman and then to be forced to be sexually abused by the men in my country. Another thing, and for the women to be the ones perpetuating it because they're jealous of my beauty. But anyway, so I have rights to have standards for myself. And this society has taught African American women that you are the lowest of everything. And when you get with a man and you make him come to the least highest standard of what he should do for you as a woman, they get angry because society teaches them to treat African American women so bad. And for some reason, I just don't go for that shit. And they come to that standard where they acting like they can be my partner, and then they start abusing me because that's what they've been taught to do. And they get angry because they have not been taught to really truly treat African American women as wives unless you can take care of them. So a lot of them try to pretend like they're respectful to women when you got all this money and things like that, or something that society says they should treat you good for. But the truth is, you don't treat nobody like that just because of the color of their skin. And so with the women are very jealous because their standards are very low for African American men. African American women have a long history of being successful and things like that and having high standards as far as how we take care of ourselves. But as far as men, African American women have a long history of letting men do anything that they want to us and then seeing other women be treated better. So I watched that growing up. I watched my mom being abused and it happened to me, and I said